Hi everyone, welcome to the channel and my name is Manish Tiwari. In this video, you can see the background which is on the screen that is related to Netflix. So what are we going to talk about? We are going to talk something which is related to this and which is related to the DevOps as well. So it will be combination of both. So have you ever wondered how any Netflix application or like how Netflix works, how your any application is deployed, how your Amazon Prime works, and how all these systems are running a different applications without any kind of downtime? Correct. There is no downtime except the exceptional things when our AWS is down or something, some applications goes down. So how these things are working without any impact? So have you ever wondered? Have you ever thought about this? So as a DevOps engineer, you have to look into this picture. You have to think about this too. Correct. So this is what we will talk about today and we will understand in depth. So let's start the same thing. So we are going to understand that why Kubernetes is important and how Kubernetes came into the picture, what kind of solution it is providing, and how it fits in DevOps world. Correct. So this is what we are going to understand today, as we talked about that how Netflix application is working, how any of your Amazon Prime application is working without any downtime. Correct. So how Kubernetes is going to make your life easier for the DevOps engineer. This is what we are going to talk about. So before understanding that how it will solve, what was the things and how it is important, we need to understand the problem before Kubernetes. What were the challenges? Why Kubernetes was required? Why Kubernetes is so much like popular and everyone is right now utilizing Kubernetes, correct? Why this was right now? So the problem which was before the Kubernetes, that was related to like your application had a lot of dependency, the library versions, like you are developing your code in Python, someone is using Python 3.9, someone is using Python 3.11. So different kind of versions, the different kind of application related dependencies were there, correct? And before Kubernetes, your each and every applications were deployed on virtual machines. That means if you talk about the AWS cloud, it's EC2. If you talk about GCP, it's compute engine. So when we are saying virtual machines, that means we are talking about server. So initially your complete application was being deployed on the virtual machines. Since there were no Kubernetes, there were no images, there were no this microservice architecture concept more. So if any of your one application gets crashed, it could affect others on the same machine. What does that mean? Your application is running, correct, and your one application got crashed, so another is also going to be impacted. Your another application will not work because it's all dependent with each other. When you talk about scaling up, just suppose that when Netflix was there before and where there were only 1,000 number of users or 10,000 number of users, and suddenly some holiday came into the picture or some kind of weekend is there, and lakhs of users started logging into that Netflix application, or it's the kind of sale on the Amazon Prime, and everyone started getting into that. So scaling up is required. That means going from handling the 1,000 number of users or 10,000 number of users to the handling to lakhs number of users, correct? So that kind of a scaling up was needed, which was not there before the Kubernetes. It was there, but it was a kind of heavy procedure. You can say the lengthy procedure, buying the infrastructure and all these things, correct? So scaling up meant manually creating more number of servers and deploying applications again on those servers. So that kind of task was there. These were kind of challenges. Then rolling update or zero downtime, you can say it was very, very hard. Why? Because you had to go for each and every application deployment upgrade manually for each and every server. So the kind of challenges which was there before the Kubernetes, that was every application had the different kind of dependency, the library versions. The second, if any of your application get crashed, so it can impact other applications which is running on the same machine. Third, scaling up, where you need to go from 1,000 number of user handling to 10,000 number of user handling, lakhs number of user handling. And fourth is kind of rolling update, or you can say the zero downtime upgrade, where your actual business is running and you cannot survive any kind of downtime, correct? So those kind of challenges were there which need to be handled. So these were the challenges before the Kubernetes, correct? Now we will just talk about one of more concept which is required. Okay, so we will also talk about here DevOps interview preparation. As we are talking about the Kubernetes, we are talking about the DevOps thing. So the important thing when you are watching this video, very sure that you are preparing yourself for the interview, and that's why you are here. So if you have not subscribed this channel till the time, please subscribe this channel and share with your friends and colleagues, because that's the thing what motivates us to create more and more free videos and what you can watch and what you can learn, and that is going to help you. If you are the one who is looking for the structured way to prepare for your interview, so we are running DevOps interview preparation bootcamp, and batch 11 is going to start from tomorrow, that is Monday. So you can enroll for this particular batch today only. You can drop a WhatsApp message for the inquiry, and you can get enroll yourself before the last seat gets filled. So for more inquiry, you can just drop a WhatsApp message. Till now, we have helped more than 1500 plus working professionals to crack their job, to get the dream package for them. And all of them have been like placed, some in the MasterCard, some in the Capgemini, some in the TCS, so the different organization they have been placed. Now it's your turn. You can do inquiry for that too. So when Kubernetes came into the picture, what kind of issues it faced? So the challenges what we talked right now, correct? The scaling issue, the availability issue, the versioning issue, these kind of challenges were there. When Kubernetes came into the picture, it started solving those challenges. And how it solved? You can deploy your containers across multiple servers. That means multiple nodes you can deploy your containers. And containers, that means we are talking about the images and all those things. I hope you remember, correct? So with the help of Docker, we created image, and that image we can run anywhere. That running image will be called as container. And this container can be deployed on any nodes, and Kubernetes is the container orchestration tool. That means it helps you to manage the different containers. That means the running application. When we talk about restart or any kind of failed pods, container gets automatically restarted. So Kubernetes gives you the kind of feature called as auto healing. It also gives you the feature called as like scaling up. So whenever your one pod goes down, correct, and in your desired state you have mentioned that 5 number of pods should run for this particular application. So what Kubernetes does, it will automatically check whether the those number of pods are running for your application or not. If it is not running, it will ensure, the Kubernetes itself will ensure, the scheduler of that particular and the controller, all the four components of the master architecture is going to check for all these things, and accordingly they will act on that, and it will ensure that your desired state should match with the current. That means if my desire was that 5 number of pods should run for my application, so current state should be 5. If it's not 5, it's Kubernetes responsibility to check and manage those things. So it gives you the kind of auto healing capacity. Whenever your one pod will terminate, it will go down by any chance, it Kubernetes will do the healing over there. It will auto do the auto healing. Whenever there will be requirement of scaling up, like 1,000 number of users are there, and now 10,000 number of users are trying to log in, and extra number of servers are required, you can utilize this HPA based on the CPU utilization, based on the different kind of metrics. It can do the scaling up as well. If you want the scaling up based on your cluster level, you can go with the Carpenter tool as well. So at the different level, the different kind of a scaling mechanism you can do, and this way your Kubernetes helps. So you can see the happiness behind the background, correct? So that kind of happiness you will get once you start working with the Kubernetes system. When we talk about the real world application, like you can say the Netflix, what we took as an example initially, correct? So that kind of real world example, the real world application also have the similar kind of setup. They have this cloud, they have this infrastructure where you create the infrastructure through Terraform. And when you talk about the container deployment, application deployment, we deploy this application onto multiple nodes. And to deploy this, what we do, first we create the image out of the source code. So we write a Docker file, we create the image out of that, and that image is deployed on our EKS cluster. That means on the multiple nodes, correct? And all these running images, running applications are called as container. So you maintain your desired state in YML files, and Kubernetes will automatically runs those number of pods, or you can say the containers on your nodes, on available nodes. Correct. If any of node fails, Kubernetes move container from one node to another node. That means if I do have 10 number of nodes, 10 number of EC2 instances within my cluster, and one node goes down by any chance, something happened, someone terminated that EC2 instance, it's the Kubernet's responsibility that it will check whether my pod is running or not. If it checks that that particular node has gone down, it will move that particular pod from here to there, so that your application should always be up and run. So this is how Kubernets help. If there is a sale, it can go for the scaling up as well. If there is no sale and traffic is reduced, it will do the scaling down as well. So based on your use case, Kubernets will work. So it helps you in auto scaling. It helps you in keeping the availability of your application. It helps you in the auto scaling. So these are the kind of feature, you can say, the key benefits of the Kubernetes. You can say high availability, scalability, load balancing, rolling updates, portability, self-healing capacity. These are the kind of features what you get benefited out of the Kubernetes. So this is why Kubernetes is very, very much important. And right now, 99% organizations are utilizing this Kubernetes feature, the Docker, each and every DevOps tools, what we talk about. And the most important thing is Kubernetes can be integrated with any of the tools and technology which are right now available, correct? So the DevOps skills. So you can talk about the Jenkins. It can be integrated with your Kubernetes. It can be integrated with the GitHub Actions. Helm can be integrated with that. Helm is a kind of package manager. Your monitoring tools like APM tools, Prometheus, Grafana, all this can be integrated with the Kubernetes. They can scrap the data. They can send it to the dashboard. Even the Istio can be integrated with that. So these are kind of benefits what you get out of the Kubernetes. So in this particular video, I just wanted to talk about all the things. If you are the one who is looking for the interview preparation, you can just do the inquiry over the WhatsApp message, which is on the number. If you want any other kind of services, you can explore our all the different services which are available on the topment.io, and you can find out the links and each and every required details on the channel description or in this video description as well. Thank you.